Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jess and today I'm filming for you my March cash stuffing and budgeting video, so giving you a little bit of an update on how my budgeting's been going, what's changed, what things I've learned over the last month or two. If you haven't seen my other videos, then if you go onto my channel, there's a January one where I explain a little bit more about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, etc. And then February is what I've learned over that month, and then do my cash stuffing for February. And today is going to be the same, kind of what I've learned over the February, some changes that I'm going to be making, and yeah, how it's going generally. So I am just going to crack straight on because to be honest, there's not actually a lot for this month. There is a couple of topics that I want to talk about. There's a couple of things that I started in January that I'm actually switching up or changing, and also how I'm going to be managing my energy bills, because of course everybody knows that they are going to be rising something ridiculous over the next few months. So the first topic that I'm actually going to talk about, so I've written down my topics and now I can't find them. Oh, there we go. Found them. Okay, the first thing I'm actually going to talk about is Monzo. So I in January set up a Monzo account because I had heard amazing things about it. I guess the main thing that attracted me to it was the fact that you could categorize your money into different sections. So if I'm saving for certain things, like I'm saving for a new kitchen, and I'm saving and I also want somewhere that I can put like an emergency fund, things like that, and you can categorize on Monzo different areas for your money to go in, which is what attracted me to it. However, one thing I didn't really know, and please correct me if I'm wrong in this, but basically after 30 days, Monzo informed me that all my categories were going to be deleted unless I upgraded to premium. Now, I didn't realise that I had to have premium in order to get the categories. I'm not going to sign up for premium because basically I don't want to be adding to my expenses. So I'm thinking about possibly just closing that account. There isn't actually any money in it like so far. So I might just close that and maybe open like another bank account just completely separate and see if I can get categories on something else. Somebody mentioned something about there was a bank account where you could put your money into different categories. I can't remember which one it was. If you know what it was, please let me know in the comments, because that'll be what I'll be going for. But basically I don't think I'm going to be sticking with Monzo, not just because of the categories, but also because I didn't realise that you have to pay a fee to deposit money into it. So because Monzo's not actually a like a bank, like there's no physical branches of it that you can go into and pay your money into. They operate through PayPoint, I think, and there was one at my local shop, and I was just doing a little bit of research, and it said that it took, I can't remember how much they took, but they basically charged a fee for me to put my money into this account, and actually it's just not something that I'm interested in. I probably should have done the research before I opened the account, but alas I didn't. I just heard loads of good things about it, so I just opened the account, and now unfortunately I'm not going to be using it. But I am looking at opening another account where I can put the money in categories. So if, like I said before, if you know anything that does that, like an actual bank that I can go into physically and deposit my money without having to pay a fee, and then that would be great. Second thing, so my new energy prediction. So basically I'm just going to be talking a little bit about my new energy prediction and how I plan on kind of budgeting around that, because it's not great, not gonna lie. I'm currently with Octopus Energy. I switched to them from British Gas maybe a couple of years ago or a year ago, I can't remember. To be fair, their prices have always been really fair and reasonable. I've never felt like I was paying too much for what I was using, and my current annual amount at the moment was £939.64 annually. That is for a flexible account where you just kind of pay for what you use. And then my new tariff, quote, yearly is £1,774.35. Like £800 more, which obviously is a lot of money. Now, I only live in a small house, so I am quite grateful for the fact that that figure is probably quite low in comparison to someone else's who live in like a bigger house or have more bedrooms and things. I literally live in a one-bedroom house, so I have my living room and kitchen downstairs, a little landing, and then my bathroom and bedroom, and that is it upstairs. So I'm quite grateful that my house is small enough that my bills aren't going up as much as other people, and I can only imagine what you're probably thinking right now about how you're going to afford it. But then at the same time, my budget is for a 1-bedroom house. If I had a bigger budget, I'd probably live somewhere else. So yeah, I guess the way I'm going to be budgeting around this, so I've talked about this a couple of times and I will leave a link for it in the description below, but I did get a budgeting template which you can download. I think it does cost, but it's not very much, it's not very expensive, but it looks like this, and it is just a monthly budget, and you can literally pop in all your expenses there, what your income is, your savings, sinking funds, and it's got a total thingy for your debt, and then you can work out how much is coming in, how much is going out, and what you've got left basically. So that is how that's how I've been doing it since January, and it's been working really, really well for me, because I found it really difficult to differentiate between my bills money going, like what money I needed to save for my bills and what money I could spend. Like I couldn't work that out because I didn't really know. Like I never looked at my bank account, which was probably really bad, but I feel like I am a financial queen now. Like I know what's coming in and going out, and then by only using cash, I'm very much aware of like how much I'm spending, because it's actually leaving my hand physically rather than just coming off a bit of plastic. So how I'm going to budget around the increase in prices. So because of my job being so varied in pay, because it literally depends on how much YouTube decide to pay me, how, brand sponsorships, whether I get any money else like coming from other places, my monthly income changes every single month. So I have to pay close attention to what's going where and how much money I've actually got to spend. And I guess what I'm going to be doing on my expenditures is I'm just basically going to wiggle some things around. So I know this sounds a bit bizarre, but I'm actually trying to start doing a lot more things at home. So instead of going out and getting my nails done, you guys will know I used to get my nails done like all the time. Last year was like short nails, who was she? Like yeah, I mean I say doing it at home, I've got myself a little UV lamp now, and I can do gel nails on myself. I swear in lockdown I had a kit which gave me nail extensions. I'm not really interested in nail extensions at the minute, but if I did, I've got a nail kit from Amazon where I could do it for myself, which would literally cost the fraction of the price for going and getting it done every 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm starting to kind of try and do things on my own. I mean, my eyebrows I've just kind of been doing on my own. They do need doing, but I've been buying like the Eyelure dye brow kit and doing it myself. I've been using one of them fine precision like what single blade shavers that you can get for your eyebrows, and doing it like that rather than going in pain and getting it done. It's little things like that that gives me a little bit of a flashback to the first lockdown where we couldn't get it done and we had to do it all ourselves anyway. So we know we can do it, but this way I'm doing it not because I have to, but because I need to save some money. So little things like that will give me a little bit more wiggle room for my new energy bills. I know it won't be the same. It might be that over the months that the changes do come in, so I think it's April and October the prices go up. It might be that I might just have to cash stuff less. So things like my emergency fund, I'll just have to be putting less in essentially, and then leave the rest of it in the bank account to go out for my energy bills. Obviously I don't know, that was just my quote. It might not be that. I'm obviously going to be a little bit more conscious of what I'm using. The fact that I've got those lights on the TV probably don't need to be on. Do you know what I mean? Like little things like that I could probably change my habits, which will probably help quite a lot in the long run. So that's how I'm planning on kind of budgeting around that. I know it seems simple. I feel like it's going to be different when the time actually comes, but I will update that for you in April when it actually does happen, and I can see what my actual outgoings and payments are going to be, because it's hard to predict at the minute, because you don't really, like I've got a quote, but it probably won't be that, because my quote for my energy bills is always different, so I don't know. But hopefully it'll be manageable. And that was it. Otherwise my cash stuffing and using cash only has actually been going really, really well this month. I've got a couple of envelopes which I have some money left over in, debating whether to take that out and then put it back in the bank account, or whether I should just put it into like a savings pot. I don't know yet, but I'll make a decision. And then I've also changed a couple of the categories, but we will go over that now, because like I say, that is the only thing I needed to talk about, which was Monzo and the energy bills going up, and that is the only thing that I've noticed this month, I think. So yeah, let's go and cash stuff. Okay, so I'm just filming this on my kitchen bench this month, but this is what my cash stuffing wallet looks like. For those who haven't seen it, it looks very much like that. It's got some like card holders, some little pockets here, and I think the same at the back, another pocket there. And then it comes with these plastic wallets. The labels in them don't come with it. I printed these off myself, and you can obviously change it. I just designed these on Canva and printed them off and then put them in, but I'll leave a link in the description for where you can get this from. I found it very, very handy over the last few months, just having it, and yeah, does a good job. And then I've just got my money. I've got £700 again to cash stuff this month, so let's get started with where that is going. So my petrol, I've actually still got £60 left in there. I just didn't drive much last month at all, so I budget £120 per month for petrol, which is about 2 refills, so it costs about £60 to fill my tank, and I only refilled once last month, so I'm just going to be topping that up with £60. So we've got 20, 40, £60 going in there. I'm just topping that back up to where it should be. Next we've got food shopping. Now again, I don't know what has been going on. I mentioned this in my what I eat in a day video, but I just have not spent nearly as much money. I've been doing more kind of like top-up shops than I have bigger shops. And I've been doing a lot more batch cooking, so that's probably why I haven't been spending as much there. So I've ended up with £65 still in there of my £160 budget. So I do budget for £40 a week, however it has rarely got close to that. I think last week I spent like £39, which was the most I'd spent in a long time. I'm just going to top that up again with just £90. There is some change in there as well, but that's fine. Top it back up to where it should be, and then I think I might have a little review of this next month and see whether I need to maybe change my budget, if I can decrease it, and then potentially put the money somewhere else. So I'm going to put 20, 40, 60, 80, £90 in there. I've just realised that I haven't got all my money. I was thinking I'm running out of money very quickly. The rest of it's in my purse. Hang on. Okay, there we go. That looks a bit better. It wasn't looking too healthy before. I did wonder why it was looking so bare, but there we go. I just put some of it in another place. Random. Okay, so this one I've actually changed the label on this one. So this one started out as this one, which was lashes, because I did want to get lash lifts every 6 weeks, and then I decided that I didn't want that anymore, so I changed it to hair. And then I thought, you know what it is? It can fall under anything. So I've changed it now just to self-care, so that will cover my hairdresser's appointments, if I do decide to get my lashes done, if whatever I decide to get done beauty-wise will fall under self-care. Now I do still have some money in there because I do need my hair doing this month, so I've still got 10, 20, 30, 40. So I still got £50 in there. I'm going to pop another £50 in there as well, and that should cover my hair appointment. So that's 20, 40, 50. And then that should cover my hair appointment for this month. Oh, straighten that out. Don't like the monkey. Kitchen, so as you guys may know, I've been saving for a new kitchen for a while, and since January has been when I've been like actively saving for it. So I'm going to pop £130 in there this month. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 10, 20, 30. One of the cash machines decided to give me all of my money in £10 notes this month, which actually does work out a little bit better in terms of cash stuffing, because you can kind of separate it better, but yeah, it was random. And then this one, so this is another new label. So this one started as nights out. I've decided to scrap nights out because, I mean, as much as I do love a night out, I don't go on them as often as I used to. So I've decided to change it to social. So that might be whether I go on a night out or if I have just something that I go and do with my friends, which costs me money. So for example, I think in January I went to a Sunday market, and that came out this wallet, so that is what I'm using that one for. So I've got nothing in that one at the minute, and we're going to top it up with £40. So 20, 30, 40. So this one, so the car one, I'm actually planning on using this month. I've been saving for a little while, and basically I'm going to be using my using the money for this to pay for my car insurance, which is something that I've never done before, where I've like paid outright. I've usually had to pay monthly, and yeah, I'm gonna try and pay for it outright this month. So put £200 in so far, and actually because of the money that I've had left over, I'm actually able to pop in £200 this month, which is great. So I'm gonna pop 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, £200 in there, and then I should, depending on my quote of course, be able to pay for my car insurance up front, which will be great. Next I've got spending. I do have a little bit of money left in here, so this has basically just gone on things like so after I've gone on a little bit of a hike, I will pay for the coffees for my friends because they usually drive me to wherever we're going, and we'll get a coffee or something on the way back, and I'll pay for that. And that is kind of my contribution. So I'm going to pop £30 in there, and then I should have about 15 there already. So we've got 20, 30 going in there. And then next we've got emergency. I might have to dip into this month because what a shock, because of the storms, another of my roof tiles has come loose, which was unexpected. So yeah, we'll have to see how much that's going to cost me, but in there is going to be £100. So I've just got this in £10 notes now. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's pop this in. I feel like I'm missing something. Hang on. Done petrol. How have I ended up with £50 left? Something's gone wrong here. Hi guys, so after many hours of trying to work out what on earth went wrong there, turned out that there was nothing actually wrong with the cash stuffing that I did. It just turned out that I'd actually withdrawn too much money. So I thought I'd withdrawn £700, but I actually had 750. So I did have the 50 left over. I did end up just putting it in the kitchen wallet. So if I do find myself a little bit short in the bank this month, then I might put that back in. But yeah, nothing went wrong with the cash stuffing. It was just that I'd withdrawn too much money and I ended up with a surplus of £50. So yeah, hopefully it can stay in the kitchen fund because it would be nice to have an extra 50 quid in there. But if I need it, I'll pop it back in the bank. So that is my cash stuffing and budgeting done for this month. If you have got any little tips or tricks that you think might help me or you think might help anyone else, then please leave them in the comments, because I honestly would love to know just anything else that I can do to save some money, and then I'm sure other people will be interested as well in reading those. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Go and hit that subscribe button below, and if you want to be notified for when I do upload, then hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!